Tragic, tragic. We have natural factors on today. Is it Dr. Show?
Yes.
Dr. Marita. She has, we found a listener who lives in Sarasota sent me photographs of Dr. Show's office. I want to tell you, it looks like a house. It looks like a avant-garde, futuristic-looking home. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. When she comes on today, I'm going to jazz her about it. She doesn't know that I know. I have right to my right behind me. I saved a listener in Sarasota, and I thank her for that. She was I guess she was interested in Dr. Show and looked up her office and sent me photograph. Holy cow!
It's one of the things that's trending right now is they're talking about sleep. Why is sleep such a recurring factor in health?
Because people don't get enough of it. Because there's a number of reasons. One, because there are a number of factors that can disrupt the sleep architecture. Everything from stress, which is one of the major corollaries to sleep deprivation, alcohol consumption, drug abuse. There's so many. Your food, eating the wrong foods, illness. There's so many variables that can disrupt your sleep. So that's why it's been a recurring theme on this show for 14 years. I'm exhausted reporting on it. I want to go to sleep. I mean, it's just, and people, the wrong hygiene in the room. The room's not hygienically set up. It should be pitch black. There should be no LED lights on. You should do nothing in bed but sleep and the other S word. No eating in bed, no reading in bed, no. Because you then start to associate the bed with these other activities, which are associated with what? Being awake. So just sleep and sex. That's it. That's all that should happen. That's what the experts say, and that's what I say. And so I'm just saying. And it is one of the most debilitating disorders. If you have a sleep disorder, your health will just go, you'll become a dumpster fire in short order. It doesn't take long. Weeks, that's it. You can't go very long without sleep. It's evolution, Gary. We evolved to sleep. That's what now, when you look across the animal kingdom and examine and study the sleep behaviors of other species of animals, it's interesting. It's intriguing how they sleep. Some sleep standing up. Some don't sleep. Almost every species of animal sleeps. And I keep saying on this air, I don't understand why people are so proud of saying I just need 3 hours of sleep. Well, unless you are some biological exception, you need more than 3. We come back, much more to report. We'll get to it. LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off VDC's already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. This strange story. It's been in the news. I'm trending for several days now. Maybe you've been following it. But health officials in Fiji say they don't have an answer as to why a Texas couple died while vacationing last month on the island. But that influenza has been ruled out, though, as a potential cause. So it's not the flu. And what's odd is another person has died staying, I believe, at the same hotel. Fiji's Ministry of Health and Medical Services said Wednesday the investigation is ongoing into the deaths of 37-year-old David Paul and his, they were a beautiful couple, 35-year-old Michelle Paul. Although the officials say the public is not at risk, I wonder. The couple died within 2 days of each other after falling ill while staying in this particular hotel. The ministry in Fiji, the Ministry of Health said health workers who came in contact with the couple are being monitored. Well, I hope so. But everybody's well. The ministry says it's also working with local police, the WHO, and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to determine the cause of death. This is such a strange story. And then another person passed away. So I don't know what's going on, but they better figure it out real quick. And there's photographs of this couple, and they were young people from Texas. They arrived in Fiji on May 22nd, and they were on holiday in the country's western division. Apparently, they were provided medical treatment as standard of care, and their illness, they got progressively more sick, and their condition worsened, and then they died within a few days of each other. Say that if it's a virus, it's a killer. They don't. The VG Ministry of Health said that at this stage they don't know. They really don't know. They started off. They complained of they had diarrhea and they were vomiting. Then they were observed for 2 or 3 hours by medical personnel, and they gave the wife saline solution, and they wanted to go home. They were released. They came back later to the hospital or the facility, wherever they were, and then they died. So I don't know if foul play is involved or there is something going on with food, with the air conditioning system, with water. I don't know. I don't have any clue. They don't either. Were you able to locate or discover who that other person is? No.
Waiting for this computer to reboot.
Oh. We've been having issues. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. You know, you go on. They're on holiday. You know, newly, and then you lose your life. I mean, come on. I keep saying, you know, random. How random things are, and we just keep walking around with this illusion of control. The doctor that Gary was reporting on, he's an Ohio physician, and he was charged with 25 deaths. Allegedly, he ordered fentanyl doses up to 40 times too strong for the patient. In one of the largest ever murder cases, a healthcare professional, he's a former doctor in Ohio, is accused of overdosing killings of more than 24 patients. William Hussle pleaded not guilty on Wednesday to 25 counts of murder. Really? Not guilty. Okay. Apparently this criminal investigation has been going on for months. He was fired from this one hospital. Prosecutors say he gave excessive amounts of painkillers to patients over the course of 3 years, hastening the deaths of some of these patients. So here's a lesson, and I've talked about this on the show before. And one of the themes of this show is take charge of your health. The medical model, which has been in place for forever in this country, where the doctor is in charge and the patient just does what the doctor says and is totally compliant, never challenges the doctor, and farms out your destiny to the physician. First of all, it's not fair to the physician. Second of all, it's just unwise to do that. And so these patients never questioned his administration or prescription writing and of these pain of fentanyl. Didn't it occur to anybody that this might be too much? I remember my mom. My God, she would stay on that pharmacist. Sometimes they would make a mistake, and she would catch it. Would be the wrong dose or the wrong med, and she would always read the label. She said, these pills don't look like the ones I had before. That's what you have to do. And these people trusted this physician. They turned over the charge of their health to this man, and he killed them.
Don't be stressed out or anxious. Take Hempanol, the only raw CO2 hemp extract available. It's 100% organic with wild oregano P73 extract. You might have heard about CBD, but there's no comparison. Hempanol has the power and potency you need to support your nervous system, stay calm and focused, and maintain a healthy immune system. Unlike other CBD oils, Hempanol contains the full spectrum of phytocannabinoids. take Hempanol and feel great. And if you suffer from insomnia and can't seem to get that full night's rest, try Hempanol PM. Hempanol PM is specifically formulated to get you the rest you need without feeling sluggish when you wake. It's not addictive, completely natural, and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order, to find out where to find Hempanol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242. 800-243-5242. Or visit us at oregonol.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Your shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival now. Text the nationwide keyword VIVA to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's VIVA to 200-200.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
Education Commissioner Richard Corcoran says it is time to publicly call out the nearly 200 Florida schools that still do not have armed security guards on campus as required by law. The announcement comes as the State School Safety Commission says 10 of Florida's 67 school districts have failed to have full-time guards or law enforcement at every school this year. Governor Ron DeSantis is still doing some leftover work from the legislative session a month after it ended. DeSantis has until June 20th to decide whether he will sign or veto 41 more bills. One would create new judgeships in Orange and Osceola counties, while another would overhaul how public universities and colleges fund construction projects. Today is your last chance to take advantage of the state sales tax holiday for disaster supplies. Emergency managers are urging residents to store up enough food, water, and medicine for 1 week should a hurricane impact the state this season. With Florida's news, I'm Felix Vega.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
Delays on northbound 275 near downtown Tampa. Crash on the exit ramps to downtown Tampa, specifically the lane that goes towards Scott Street and east downtown. Also, we're seeing delays on westbound I-4 from before 22nd Street over towards 275, and a crash in Pasco County on southbound Little Road at Embassy. See traffic problems, call the injury firm Abrahamson Utilic Hillsboro. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Walgreens. At Walgreens, your day doesn't have to stop for diabetes. Get expert diabetes advice 24/7. Find all major brands of testing supplies like Walgreens True Metrics and download tools to help you stay on track. Stop by and talk to your Walgreens pharmacist today.
This is your breakfast wake-up call from Panera Bread. Don't start your day with a greasy processed breakfast. At Panera, breakfast to go no longer means to settle. Wake up with their new maple glazed bacon, scrambled egg and cheese breakfast wrap. And pair it with their new Madagascar vanilla cold brew. All made 100% clean and ready to go with rapid pickup at the push of a button. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that means compromising isn't an option. Panera, food as it should be.
Pros know getting the next job means doing this one right. Lowe's is here to help by stocking more of the brands you trust, like DeWalt, GAF, and Owens Corning. We stock the largest in-store selection of DeWalt power tools and accessories of any national retailer. And now you can save $140 and get a 4-pack of DeWalt 20-volt max batteries for just $159. Plus, get 20% off in-stock GAF or Owens Corning shingles every day when you purchase by the pallet. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/9. Selection varies by location, U.S. only.
From the Ruud Air Conditioning Weather Center, rely on Ruud.
Your Tampa Bay forecast, partly cloudy and muggy with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 92. Tonight, showers taper off with a low 79. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds with a 20% rain chance, high 91. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
Healthcare and health insurance. It's kept our political system tied in knots for decades. But what about the customers, businesses, and employees? I'm Kerry Hall, and I've been dealing with these issues for more than 2 decades. I host America's Healthcare Advocate every Sunday afternoon at 5 here on 1250 WHNZ. I bring health insurance professionals and industry experts on every week to explain how the system works and how you can get the most out of it. Join us for America's Healthcare Advocate Sunday afternoons at 5 on 1250 WHNZ.
Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Katie is back. She's feeling better. Gary is here. He's still sick. No. I'm here. No, he's not sick. Sick in the head? No, he's not. And the crew is here. So Katie is part of the show now. And so you can expect to hear her voice. She'll chime in. She's caught on real quick. I like the producers to participate in the show, and because they're I can't do anything without them. So I like talking to them. I reported on that story in Fiji. The couple died there. Well, turns out that another couple died in the Dominican Republic hotel. Different incident. And then another person died in that same hotel. So 3 Americans have mysteriously died within 1 week of one another at the same hotel in the Dominican Republic. That's a different story from the Fiji story, in which a couple died mysteriously in that hotel. What is going on? Dr. Marita Show is my guest. I'm going to bring her on here in 1 second. Just want to lay this out a little bit. This is a Maryland couple, Edward Nathaniel Holmes. He was 63, and Cynthia Ann Day, 49. They were found dead in their room in the Bahia Principe Hotel in La Romana, after they missed their checkout time. Police said in a statement that Holmes and Day died of respiratory failure and fluid accumulation in the lungs. This is strange. Noting that blood pressure medication was found in the room. They both died of the same thing. How can that be? There were no signs of violence. 5 days before they were found dead, another American had died at that hotel. Miranda Schwab Werner, 41, on vacation with her husband to celebrate their 9th wedding anniversary. She apparently just collapsed. They checked into the hotel on May 25th. The couple went to their room to relax, and Miss Werner had a drink from the mini bar. According to her brother-in-law, Jay McDonald, quote, at one point she was sitting there happily smiling and taking pictures, and the next moment she was in acute pain and called out for Dan, and she collapsed and then subsequently died. I have no clue what's going on. Strange. Dr. Marita Show is my guest, and Dr. Show is a regular featured guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. She's with Natural Factors as opposed to Unnatural Factors. And Dr. Show, welcome back.
Good morning.
So, listen, you don't realize that when you're on the air, people pay attention to what you say, and they develop a relationship with you. You're aware of that, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, my God. You blew my train of thought. Oh, that's nice. Dr. Show.
No, that's lovely.
Now, let me just, I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this. We have a listener who I know as part of the show. I don't know her personally. And she's been an avid, ardent supporter of this show, and she sends me birthday cards. She called, she's a wonderful person. I don't have permission to use her name, so I won't. She sent me a letter. I have the letter. There it is. I tell the truth. Well, what I didn't know, she apparently did some research on you. And yeah.
Okay.
Look here. You're not watching, so you can't see. There's photographs of you. She's from in magazines. She sent me. She was, and by the way, these photographs, I don't know who the photographer is, but you need to send that person Christmas gifts every year. Great photographer, whoever it is. You look absolutely fabulous. I wish I could get that photographer to make me look that good.
Now I'm curious. I'm curious to know where these photos are from.
Then she sends me a photograph. Here, I thought you had, this modest little office somewhere in some complex, nothing. This office, it looks like, who was the famous architect? Frank Lloyd Wright. No, in Chicago, the famous Frank Lloyd Wright. Oh, is that what you said?
No.
It looks like a Frank Lloyd Wright building. Are you kidding me? What kind of office is that? That is unbelievable. I want to move there. You got a high-end practice, ma'am.
I know. We all feel very, very blessed that we get to work in such a beautiful building. It is beautiful.
That is unbelievable. It is. Do you rent space or do you own that building?
No, I do not own that building.
You what?
I do not own the building.
Oh, well
that
then.
That building was very expensive to build.
Well, you picked that office. I have never seen a physician's office. It looks like a Frank Lloyd Wright building. It is beautiful. It must be wonderful to go to work there every day.
Oh, it's amazing. We're surrounded by big trees. There's windows everywhere. Even our patients will come in sometimes an hour before their appointments just to sit in the waiting room, and we offer herbal teas, and we have
massage. You get a massage.
It's super relaxing, and so people just come and bring their books, and they just sit in the waiting room, and some of them meditate.
The doctor's offices I've gone to, the walls are gray. It's concrete floors. The chairs are aluminum chairs, and my bony, I sit on those chairs. It hurts, and I feel like I'm waiting to go see an inmate in the penitentiary, and I'm just waiting for the guard to come out and give me access to the. Yeah.
Dr. Shelley's not lying. I've gone to the doctor with him.
Your office is like, oh my God. Patients want to get sick just to come there. Good for you, Dr. Show. We're very proud of you.
You have to come visit.
Well, you have to invite us.
Hey, I'm inviting you right now.
Yeah, we'll show up and you're going to say, Doctor who? Doctor, we all know no Dr. Garko. Who's that? We come back, Dr. Show. We have some important things to talk about.
Or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066. Or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbals Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that you have 3 brains? Yes, you heard right. Exciting new research reveals you have 3 brains: your head brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. These 3 brains are like an orchestra with billions of neurons working together to create a harmonic symphony. This intricate relationship between these 3 brains impacts your mental, emotional, and physical health. The 3 Brain Supplements from Natural Factors is a bold new innovation in mental health. It provides a whole-body approach to balance brain health and well-being. Start with the 3 Brains Total Kit, which includes 5 supplements that are essential for 3 brain health. The kit provides foundational support for all 3 of your brains. Then, depending on your unique needs, choose from Higher Thoughts to enhance brain performance, Mental Sunshine for healthy mood balance, Serene Mind to relieve stress-related fatigue, or The Best Sleep for restful sleep. Learn more at 3brainshealth.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off VDC's already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you ever happen to be in Victoria, British Columbia, you must make it a point and put it on your agenda to stop by Dr. Marita Show's practice at Tall Tree Integrated Health Center, even if you're not sick, just to see the office. It's a beautiful, I mean, it looks like a Frank Lloyd Wright design. I'm so impressed. Good for you, Dr. Show. We're real proud of you. You have a fan. You have fans on this show. This listener in Sarasota wrote a nice letter and apparently thinks the world of you. And
oh, that's so sweet.
yeah. So I just want you to know, you come on here, guests come on the show. They don't realize, I'm not saying that you don't, that they start to develop a relationship with the audience. And that's what it's all about. And I try to, when I consult with companies and they want to know about how can they improve their communication and education, if you're doing radio, you're not on there to promote products. You're on there to connect with the listener and the viewer and to establish a relationship. I try to tell them that because the audience, this, for some people, Dr. Show, this is their only real connection and access to getting information about what to do relative to their own health. I know
absolutely.
It may sound strange to some, but that is the case. So you have ardent fans here. I just want you to know. She took her time to do that. Found The Office, found photograph of you in magazines. Follow your passion. Do you remember that article? There was an article.
Oh, yes.
Follow your
that
passion.
That was released this year, in January.
People with passion can change the world. That was a quote by Steve Jobs that you cite. People with passion can change the world. You know what? He was right. How are you doing, and what's on your mind today? What did you want to cook for dinner?
I'm doing great. I thought that it would be really good to talk about sleep and anxiety. I was just actually asked to do some wellness seminars for our local Victoria Police Department, and which is really, actually, I think it's a great, and they're really trying to start these initiatives to support, the first responders and get them healthier and support them during night shift and stress and PTSD. And so, yeah, I just did my first one this week, and it was very, very well received.
Of course it would be.
And some of them are, have started doing like meditation. Some of them have started doing yoga, like just, practicing new techniques to just keep them healthier because they know that they know their job is so stressful.
Well, it's funny you selected that theme. Gary didn't know, and I didn't know. The first question he asked me today on air in my monologue was, why is it that sleep is always a recurring issue? And I went on to talk
about the same wavelength.
Same wavelength. And I said, because there are so many factors that can disrupt the sleep architecture. And I mentioned stress right out of the box. Stress, bad food, too much alcohol, drugs, illness. And we evolved to sleep. It's essential for us to sleep. It's part of our evolutionary. We naturally selected to sleep, and to sleep for a certain number of hours, not too much. Goldilocks rule: not too much, not too little. It's somewhere between, they say, 7 and 8 hours. More than that, not a good idea. Less than that, not a good idea. Generally speaking, what are your recommendations about that?
I follow that general rule as well. That's what I typically recommend, is at least 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep. However, some individuals, if you've gone on a trip and you've been traveling, for a day or a day and a half, then your need for sleep may be more, right? So I know often a lot of people will come home and they're a bit jet lagged, or they might have that first night of sleep. They sleep for 10 or 11 hours, right? Because they haven't slept because they've been on planes or they've been traveling. So there are definitely some exceptions to that rule, but generally speaking, 7 to 8 hours, that's when people feel their best and they feel that they've had, the best restorative sleep based on the 7 to 8 hours. But I feel like I would probably say, close to 75% of my patients have sleep disturbances. Like, it's huge nowadays.
So, are you of the mind that people can catch up on their sleep, or once lost, forever lost?
Oh, that's a good question.
There is some debate about that. If you could explain, here's where I'm headed. When you use the term restorative sleep, it's not just the sleep, but you need restorative sleep so that the body can reset itself, the immune system can repair, get caught up on business and rejuvenate itself. A lot of things go on while we sleep, and hence the word restorative. Once that's lost, there is a back and forth on this. Some people try to catch up over the weekends. Over the weekend, they'll try to, sleep 2 hours more on Saturday and Sunday because they lost a couple of hours every night during the week. It's hard to catch up. I'm not so sure you can catch up in that sense.
I think it depends on how long the sleep has been disturbed for. I see patients that come in that have had disturbed sleep for 10 plus years. And, and you can see what that's done to their health, and, their metabolic rate is, at a standstill. They don't have the energy to exercise. They don't eat well. Like, it just becomes this vicious cycle. So then they're overweight. And then also it can affect their mood because they're tired, and then they get into depression or they get into anxiety. So I think it's harder. The longer that you've had disturbed sleep, definitely it's going to affect your body more so. But I think that when you do correct it, I think the body is such an amazing thing that you can start getting, if you start getting restorative sleep, even if it's been 10 years.
Okay.
That's still going to help your body.
Here, I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but I think that in a lot of interpersonal relationships, things go south. Well, when we come back, I'll put that all together at the top of the hour. America. FloraVital provides all the same benefits as Floradix, but without gluten or yeast. Reclaim your energy with Floradix and FloraVital, available at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com/Floradix. florahealth.com/Floradix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up.
Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number. Call 1-877-979-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So, disable the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-877-979-MY-TV right now to sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and up to 4 rooms. And there's no equipment to buy. That includes your free HD TV upgrade, your free DVR upgrade, and your free professional installation. Call 1-877-979-MY-TV. 1-877-979-MY-TV. So, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-877-979-MY-TV. 1-877-979-MY-TV. Disable the cable, cut costs, and get more. Call 1-877-979-MY-TV. 1-877-979-MY-TV.
1250 wins WHNZ Tampa Bay. Available everywhere you want to listen on our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Saluting Allied soldiers on the 75th anniversary of D-Day, President Trump and France's Emmanuel Macron spoke at a ceremony above the beaches in northern France.
On behalf of my nation, I just want to say thank you.
I'm Elaine Cobb at the American Cemetery in Normandy. 12,000 people came to see today's ceremony, and after it, they walked among the graves, many seeking out their loved ones. There are family members here from across the United States paying tribute to lost fathers, brothers, grandfathers, and all of them proud of the sacrifice that their families made.
Officials at West Point now confirming there's been an accident at a training site at the U.S. Military Academy involving at least 20 cadets. Authorities say a carrier vehicle overturned near a natural bridge. There is no confirmation of reports of multiple injuries and at least one death. In Washington, both sides are getting back to negotiations over 5% tariffs set to kick in Monday on Mexican imports. CBS's Weijia Jiang says illegal migration is the sticking point.
President Trump says the U.S. and Mexico teams are making progress, but, quote, not nearly enough to prevent the tariffs. Today, talks will continue after Secretary Pompeo, Vice President Pence, and other administration officials met with the Mexican delegation here at the White House.
Unaccompanied migrant children could be headed for an Army base in Florida. CBS News has learned the Department of Health and Human Services is considering a facility in Homestead. Former HHC Secretary and Democratic Congresswoman Donna Shalala.
We should not be running these huge facilities. They sleep 150 to a room. These kids are being traumatized.
Customs officials say there's no more room for them at the border. Americans with ties to ISIS are being brought back to the States. CBS's Christina Ruffini.
2 women and 6 children, and they were repatriated to the United States. We believe that happened yesterday, but that's not confirmed. These individuals were taken from a camp in northeast Syria, and the U.S. was able to satisfactorily verify their identity.
Rivers are rising and historic flooding continues in the South and the Plain States. CBS's Adriana Diaz is along the Missouri border in Illinois.
The situation is dire here in Grafton. The town built this wall out of concrete and gravel to protect Main Street, but some water already seeped through, which is why they have been pumping it out all night.
The Dow up 14 in early trading. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Hey guys, Ken here from Income Store. Did you know of the top 10 reasons an employee stays at a company for more than 2 years? The 7th reason is the pay or the salary. The first 6 reasons have nothing to do with money. Things like they feel part of a team, they know they belong, their voice is heard, they're respected. Also, employees go through 5 phases within a couple days to 6 months of any new position. Excitement, education, reality, doubt, then clarity. Did you know it's a manager's job to walk them to clarity as fast as possible? If you need to know these fundamental principles, did I just say that? I'm going to leave that in. If you need to know these fundamental principles, I can't say this. This is awesome. This is like a blooper roll. Hey, you know what? If you need tips and techniques like this to grow your business today, you got to check out door number 1 of Income Store. If you just need somebody to literally hold your hand and get you to the finish line, check out door number 2 of IncomeStore.com. That's IncomeStore.com.
1250 wins WHNZ. 1250 wins WHNZ, Tampa.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. With one phone call, you'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. It's a free service, so call now.
Call now, 800-908-0586. 800-908-0586.
Let's Talk Nutrition is streaming on your Amazon Echo device. Just say, Alexa, play 1250 WHNZ from iHeartRadio.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
Very slow westbound on I-4 from the Solomon connector into 275. Had an accident with an overturned vehicle on the northbound 275 exit to Scott Street and downtown east. Still slowing on the eastbound east end of the Howard Franklin Bridge. And there's a crash northbound on US 19 at Enterprise Road. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Edward Hills Road traffic tip line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans is with you every step of the way to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Visit rocketmortgage.com. Licensed in all 50 states. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 3030.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. The camera needs to be raised up. I only have part of a head. Gary has me in Clearwater Beach today. That's what's behind me. That's not my backyard, as I said yesterday. I wish it were, but it's good enough. It's a virtual beach, and so we're here. Gary's here. Katie is back. Katie is now one of the technical producers for the show, along with Gary. So they keep this thing on the air and cover up my mistakes. So it's all good. And Dr. Marita Show is on the show today. And Dr. Show is in Victoria, British Columbia. And if you're ever up in her neck of the woods, you should see if she has a website. We'll try to get you to her website and whatnot. She's an educator for natural factors. Stop by her office, if for nothing else, just to admire the architecture. As I said in the first hour, it looks like a Frank Lloyd Wright building. Absolutely beautiful. And they serve tea to the patients when they come in. You know, they have meditation, massage, and then you see the doctor. Yeah, well, she's a naturopath. No, they don't do all those things, but they do serve tea. So there you go. Where I go, you're fighting for a seat in one of those steel chairs. Which terrible. Oh, my goodness. We're talking about today with Dr. Show, restorative sleep. That's the theme. Not just sleep, but restorative sleep. In the course of millions of years, as a species, over thousands of millions or hundreds of thousands of years, we naturally selected to sleep and to sleep for a certain amount of time. It's biology, man. It's biology. And when that is violated, you put your health at risk. It's one thing to lose sleep for, a night or two, a week, maybe a month. There are people that go on for years. Dr. Show alluded to that. Patients coming in that had disrupted sleep for 10 years. What I was going to say earlier when we were headed out of that last block of the first hour was that, you know what? It didn't occur to me. Oftentimes, interpersonal conflict in relationships, I wonder how often it might be attributable to horrible sleep patterns, not getting enough sleep, making decisions when sleep deprived, under stress. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle, right? You're having marital conflict or relational conflict. You're not getting enough sleep. You're not getting enough sleep, which makes the marital or relational conflict even worse, and so on and so on. I just wonder how often that is a variable. And I wonder if that ever comes up in therapy. If the therapist ever says, are you all getting enough sleep? Because when you're sleep deprived, or your sleep is so disturbed, you're not getting the REM, rapid eye movement sleep, getting into that state. It's not restorative. Go to Sarasota. Is Maria on the line? Hi, Maria. Hello?
Hi, this is Lorraine Ross that sent you the magazine article.
Hi, Lorraine. I didn't want to say your name.
Listen, this is just an act of God. I've been outside working in the yard. I had no idea what you were talking about, and I turned on the radio and you said, I don't have permission to give her name, but she sent me the article and it was this.
Yeah, I was telling Dr. I was. There are no accidents. Lorraine.
You did not exaggerate one bit. I've been going to doctor's offices all my life, and there's been none that have been a tenth as pretty as hers. The only trouble is she's not in Florida that we can go there.
Yeah, she's a long ways away. She's in Victoria, British Columbia. I made that trip.
Yeah, can you put that on the web that people could see that? Because it's too long now. The stores are going to be out of the magazine. Mine is.
Okay, sure. We'll let them know.
I didn't know what, nowadays with copyright and stuff. Okay. But I do want to say that I'm a big fan of Natural Factors. I probably use as much or more of their products as anyone's, and I take Tranquil Sleep and GABA and Sunthene about every night.
Oh, great.
So I'm very fond of Natural Factors.
Me too.
And of Dr. Marita. So I had to call and say hi and tell you I did get to hear you.
Well, there, Dr. Show, say hello. Say hello to, is Dr. Show back? Say hello to, she's gone. Lorraine's still there?
Yeah.
Dr. Show, say hello to Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hi. I loved your article. I hope they can put it on the web for people to see, because I sent it to him right away, and I said announce it so people can go get it. So it was so neat, and I just loved it. Sent him a big letter, and so that we just wanted to say, I know it's just a miracle that I didn't miss hearing this, because I sent it to him a long time ago when I was working outside in the yard. So I just want you to know that I did see the article, and I enjoy your products. And I know they're not your products, but ones that you promote too. So I do use a lot of Natural Factors.
There you go.
Thanks for being on the air this morning, and thanks to Garco for mentioning that I had it on, because I was really thought to turn it on and knew what.
I don't know if you remember, Lorraine. You called many years ago, and when you first called, I have a pretty good memory. It's almost photographic, not quite, but I'm close. And I remember saying to you, "Oh, I'll remember you because I remember the song Sweet Lorraine."
Sweet Lorraine.
Sweet Lorraine. I love that song. It's a great jazz tune, by the way.
Yeah. You mentioned several times when I called, so I usually say this is Sweet Lorraine.
Sweet, you are,
There,
and you're a sweet person.
And I sent you a birthday card, and you and Gary called me, so it's a high.
Yes, we called you. We called you to thank you for my birthday card. So we are responsive.
We had so much fun talking. Thanks again for letting me on the air to say hi.
It's our pleasure. God bless you. Thank you. Sweet Lorraine. It's a great jazz tune, by the way. Jazz musicians made it a great jazz tune, but I love that song. I mean, that's way before you were born, Dr. Show. Sweet Lorraine. So there you go. You see? You don't realize. I always tell people, you never know who's listening, and you never know what impact you're having on people. So behave yourself.
I always behave.
Oh, I know. Yeah, right. Exactly. I try to get you to misbehave. That's what I try to do. I'm so glad you're going to talk about this today. In my opinion, in terms of lifestyle behaviors, I think sleep is got to be in the top 3, and I think it's often underrated. Yes, everybody says, oh, yeah, you need to get your sleep, and then they move on. But tell me what I really need to do. No, we need to go back to go sleep here and talk about sleep. So you gave a talk to these first responders. What was the theme or the thesis of your presentation?
It was a very quick presentation because it was before they were going on shift. So I had to make sure I was very, very, I stayed on target, and I was very clear. And basically, I wanted to just provide them with tools and strategies to help with just coping with stress, and then creating that link between stress and fight or flight and, poor sleep quality.
Would you be able to do that today?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I think that would be good if you could make that connect, so we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
Yeah. So I mean, the biggest thing that I did is I just brought their attention to introducing them to their adrenal glands, and because I've been on the show before and we've talked about adrenal fatigue and adrenal stress, the adrenal glands are the stress glands that essentially help your body cope and adapt to stress. So how healthy your adrenal glands are really.
All right, we're going to get in. We're going to get into all that, and Dr. Show will put that all together, and that's how we'll spend our time. We'll be back. Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1. Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural factors where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Marita Show is our guest today, talking about restorative sleep. There is an inextricable, intimate relationship between stress and sleep. What I know for sure, and you don't have to go to Harvard or Yale or any other place of a higher educational order to know this, that nearly every person listening and watching this show is going to experience stress in some form or fashion at some bend and turn. And it's going to have an effect, whether you realize it or not. And even when you're trying to manage it, it can still be difficult. And I'll share a personal story about that. And there's this connection between stress and sleep. You're under stress, you lose sleep. You lose sleep, you become more stressed. The fight or flight response is like a light switch that's left on. And when you have all those stress hormones coursing through the bloodstream, not a good idea. We didn't naturally select through evolution to have that happen. That stress response is supposed to be used for moments where you're perceived threat, physical, emotional, psychological, or whatever it may be. Dr. Show, welcome back. So please share with the audience how you made the connection between stress and sleep with the first responders up there in British Columbia.
So essentially I explained, where their adrenal glands were, what they did, why they were so important, and explained just the theory of the fight or flight response when you trigger that stress response over and over and over, like during chronic stress when they're doing shift work or not getting enough sleep, because that can obviously affect the stress response as well. It's kind of a two-way street. And how that depletes the stress response and the adrenal function, and how just by doing so, the body gets less efficient at adapting and coping. And it also affects the production of a lot of key hormones, namely, your melatonin hormone, which is your sleep hormone.
What part of the body is melatonin made in?
It's made in the pineal gland, which is kind of behind, like at the base of the skull, behind the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that melatonin, I mean, one of the main things that helps your body trigger melatonin, and we talked about this whole notion of preparing for sleep, right? So preparing for sleep, meaning, don't be watching, a crime show, or don't be getting your whole nervous system sort of revved up right before sleep. Make sure that the room is dark. Make sure you haven't had caffeine or sugar. Some patients will, kind of listen to a 5-minute meditation. Some of my patients will have a bath. Like, they get into sort of this routine where they're preparing their nervous system and their body for sleep. So getting in a dark room, that in itself will trigger the pineal gland, your body, to make melatonin, to get your body into that whole rhythm of melatonin production, which will get you into that good sleep cycle.
Is it true
So
that
those are really important.
is it true that as people age, their ability for the pineal gland to produce melatonin or synthesize melatonin is impaired, or is that a myth?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it really depends. Like, if you just say, like, as a general rule, everyone's melatonin production depletes, I think it depends on the person. I mean, if I look at my mom and dad and they're in their 70s, I mean, they sleep like babies, and they always have. But they've always practiced very good health practices, right? Like, they take really good care of their health as far as eating, as far as stress reduction, as far as exercise. So I think it depends versus, somebody who's had maybe a lot of trauma, or maybe has done shift work, or, has had much more stress along the way, then they're probably going to be more compromised to start off with. So I don't think you can say just as a general rule, everyone, is going to have difficulty with sleep because their melatonin's going to decline, right? Naturally, I think.
But is a lack of melatonin a variable or a factor that, if you don't have enough melatonin, all other things being equal, are you going to experience sleep disturbance?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay, so melatonin then is a priority, right?
For sure.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
So, like in the product Tranquil Sleep, there are only 3, my memory serves me, there are only 3 ingredients in that product: melatonin, 5-HTP, and what's the third one? L-theanine. I just recommended that over the weekend on Saturday at one of the health stores here. I happened to be in one, and a couple came in, and they were looking for a sleep product, and I mentioned that product. It's one of my favorite all-time. That product works. It's so simple. There's not 50 ingredients. It's only 3. Good. They're nice dosage levels. That product works like a charm, man.
Yeah, and that's actually one that I do recommend to a lot of my patients, because it has, that combination of the melatonin and the 5-HTP. And for people that don't know what 5-HTP is, it's actually the precursor to melatonin. So it's actually giving your body the tools to manufacture and drive that pathway in the body to make melatonin. Plus, you're getting a little bit of melatonin to sort of help the body along the way. And then the L-theanine is a compound that's actually from green tea, but I think a lot of times, people think, oh, it's from green tea, it's got caffeine. Well, there's no caffeine in there. But L-theanine is derived from green tea, but it basically, the mechanism of action is that it helps to reduce excitability in the body. So
sure.
It helps to
That's
really calm the nervous system.
That's nature's way of taking care of that. We come back, I'll share with you a metaphor about why you need to sleep and what the brain does while you sleep. We'll be back.
Don't be stressed out or anxious. Take and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order, to find out where to find Hepinol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242, or visit us at oregonol.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station. News on 1250 WHNZ.
The return of manned spaceflight from Cape Canaveral was one step closer to reality following the arrival of a new Atlas rocket booster.
It's just, another milestone on the way to reclaiming that ability to send humans to the International Space Station.
Boeing spokesperson Josh Barrett, the first flight for astronauts is scheduled for later this year. Racially motivated, that is how one advisor is describing a new line of investigation of former candidate for governor Andrew Gillum. On Facebook, Sharon Letman Hicks writes a subpoena seeking information on Gillum's campaign is the work of, quote, haters trying to discredit him. And the Florida Tax Watch Group is urging Governor Ron DeSantis to veto an estimated $133 million worth of unnecessary spending projects in the state's budget. According to the group, 19 of those items are from the Jacksonville area, totaling $26 million in so-called turkeys, similar to pork barrel items in the federal budget. With Florida's news, I'm Felix Vega.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
This way now westbound on I-4 from 22nd Street into 275. Watch for a disabled vehicle in the center lane of the exit ramp from the northbound Suncoast Parkway to State Road 54. And they're clearing up an earlier accident from northbound US 19 at Enterprise. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans is with you every step of the way to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Visit rocketmortgage.com. Licensed in all 50 states. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 3030.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. See website for full details.
Hey guys, good news! The outrageously expensive Little Blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to 4hims.com/ship. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/ship. That's 4hims.com/ship for your first month for just $5. 4hims.com/ship.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. Visit theinjurylawyers.com. And Ellis Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay forecast, partly cloudy and muggy with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 92. Tonight, showers taper off with a low 79. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds with a 20% rain chance, high 91. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
Dana Lash and The Dana Show on 1250 WHNZ.
We and partners have issued a travel advisory urging immigrants and people of color to use extreme caution when traveling in Florida. They act like they're man-sized alligators going to eat everybody up. Giant man-sized alligators are only eating people of color. We've all known that alligators are also racists.
The Dana Show. Weeknights 10 to midnight on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Urban Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Restorative sleep. That's the theme with Dr. Marita's show. So, here, there was an article in Psychology Today. It was a while back. And I remember it because there was a good metaphor in that article. And I said, I have to remember this. And they said that restorative sleep is when you give your body a chance to restore, but in particular, your brain. The brain needs the time to revitalize itself, restore itself. And the metaphor was, it's sort of like you have a bridge, right? Imagine the Golden Gate. Well, there are times when they have to do repairs on that bridge. And so they can't close the bridge down altogether. But what they can do is start to redirect the traffic and slow the traffic, the amount of traffic onto the bridge. That's sort of what happens when you're sleeping. You need to repair the bridge. You need to repair your brain, your immune system, and other systems of the body. But you can't shut the bridge down altogether. You can't shut the brain down altogether. You can't shut your cardiovascular system down together or immune system. But you can reduce the amount of traffic or activity that occupies those systems, so to speak, if you get my metaphor here. And so while the dreaming, the different stages is a very critical part of the various stages of sleep. You want to get into what's called rapid eye movement. And literally, you can see the eyes of the person. You'll see them sort of flood. Their eyes are closed, but you can see like their eyes are moving under the lids, right? It's interesting. So that's sort of how you have to think about this. You need to repair your brain, your immune system, restore these systems while you're sleeping. Dr. Show, welcome back. Does that make sense? Does that work okay?
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Yeah, thanks. I wish it was an original to me, but I give credit to Psychology Today. So the stress response, all these stress hormones are released. You say that can, if that switch is left on and you're in chronic stress state, a flight or flight response state, that the adrenal glands take a hit. Is that what you said?
Yes. That is what I said.
Why is that? What happened? What do you mean they take a hit, or they become impaired, or they can almost become dysfunctional? Why does that happen?
So, I mean, the fight or flight response, I'm sure everyone that's listening has experienced that at some time. And, you get your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, you feel like some people will feel a little bit sweaty, they feel that stress response. So, the adrenal gland's job basically is, like we talked about, is to help you adapt. And so the fight or flight response usually, it should be short-lived because your body's ability to cope should re-regulate all your stress hormones so that you're not wired and in sort of this adrenaline rush for days on end. But the problem is that in today's society, most people are running on that wired feeling 24/7. So there's no ability for the adrenal system to actually repair and rebalance and recover.
Does the adrenal gland does it secrete hormones that are part of the stress response?
Yes, so the adrenal glands release adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol, so all those stress hormones that are important for basically for life, right? It's like for helping your body adapt. But when there's no recovery in between that stress response, and you're continually firing the adrenal system when you're in like that. So that's what happens when you're in chronic stress. Then eventually the body cannot, and that adrenal system cannot sustain that long term. That's when they become very, very taxed, and they get less efficient at helping you cope and adapt. And you see other things happen, like sleep goes out the window, and your metabolism slows down, and other hormones are affected, and your mood might be affected, right? So anxiety and depression and your immune system. So, you know, a lot of different systems in the body will get affected down the road.
So, as you know, in your training in naturopathic school, they taught you that the stress system is the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the HPA axis. So the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, and the adrenal glands are implicated in the stress response in that hypothalamic, the HPA axis, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So it's a complicated response, isn't it?
Oh, it's very complicated. The whole body's very complicated.
Well, I know that. You know, it's biology, man. It's biology. Yeah, and all these different hormones. It's just truly, you know, it's remarkable how powerful these hormones are. I mean, when they're supposed to, when the stress response is being used the way it's supposed to be, it's remarkable how they work. But they certainly can work against you when the body just doesn't, you know, biologically speaking, we were not designed to have that response clicked on all day long. It just doesn't work for us. Not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like a Formula One race car. I mean, if you constantly punching the accelerator, right, it just keep revving that engine, sooner or later you're going to blow the engine up. I mean, sooner or later, it's just a matter of time. No matter how well built it is, it's just a matter of time. And I think that's what happens to us, too. So what do you recommend? What is a person to do then?
So one of the recommendations we talked about tranquil sleep as, you know, major sleep support. So what's really important is trying to get that pattern of a healthy sleep cycle back into check. And then, you know, things that are really good for adrenal, helping to repair adrenal reserves. I mean, one of my favorites is good old magnesium, which also helps with sleep. So doing magnesium right before bed, because again, it helps to unwind the body. It helps to relax the nervous system, relax the brain. B vitamins, you know, most people have heard of, okay, you know, if I'm stressed, I should be taking my B vitamins because they're going to be depleted more quickly, but they're also cofactors to helping your body make melatonin and serotonin, so even your feel-good hormones. And then, you know, we've got this class of herbs called adaptogens, like ashwagandha and rhodiola, that also help to...
When we come back, there are products in the Stress Relax line at Natural Factors that includes all of those elements. We'll be back.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Have you been putting off a cleanse? They can be harsh and leave you chained to the toilet, making for an overall unpleasant experience. Rethink your cleanse with Fluorescence, a daily cleanse that helps safely and gently detoxify your body. Unlike other detoxes that can be hard on the body, Fluorescence supports your body's natural processes, helping it to work more efficiently than it could on its own. The truth is your body is really good at cleansing, but due to the number of toxins we're exposed to, it can use a little daily support. Inspired by traditional Obijue formula, Fluorescence is made with 8 herbs: burdock root, watercress, sheep sorrel herb, slippery elm, rhubarb root, kelp, blessed thistle, and red clover blossom. These herbs work together to support multiple elimination pathways, gently helping your body's detox systems do what they were made to do, only better. Forget harsh extreme cleanses and cleanse happy. Try Fluorescence for gentle daily cleansing that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Find Fluorescence at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the OTN health question of the day. In the fight or flight response, there are a number of stress hormones that are implicated in that response. Cortisol is one of them. Now, some people think, oh, cortisol, that's terrible. I need to get rid of it. Cortisol, no. No. Cortisol serves many useful functions. That's a story for another day. But it isn't implicated in the stress response. It is true that if you build up too much of an inventory of cortisol, that can cause all sorts of problems. It can disrupt your sleep, for example. Cortisol should be high in the morning, low at night. But if you're in a stress response all day long, you're pumping out cortisol. By the time it's time to go to bed, you got more cortisol and you got sense, and you can't get to sleep. Here's the question. Which gland is responsible for the production or synthesis of cortisol? The adrenal glands, the pituitary gland, or the pineal gland? Which gland is responsible for the production of cortisol? Adrenal gland, pituitary gland, or pineal gland? Here's the number to call to be a winner, and don't get stressed.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Dr. Show, welcome back. What are some of the, other than Tranquil Sleep, what are some of the other products in the Stress Relax line from Natural Factors that can help people do better in managing their stress response or the fight or flight response in terms of balancing all the hormones? What are some of those products?
So we do have, it is found in the Tranquil Sleep, but you can also take extra L-theanine. We talked about that being very calming to the nervous system in a formula called Mental Calmness. There's also Pharma-GABA, which works similarly to L-theanine, again for anxiety or again for just reducing that stress response or that excitability in the body, that kind of wired feeling. We talked about magnesium. There's a really nice magnesium powder that can be mixed in with water. And then there's also, I briefly talked about those adaptogens, those herbs that really help with managing healthy cortisol levels, so keeping your cortisol levels not too high, not too low, right, in balance. And that's a formula called the Serenity formula. So it includes those herbs I briefly mentioned, like the ashwagandha, rhodiola, those types of herbs that, again, help to keep those stress hormones in check and in good balance so that you're not increasing your cortisol at night when you're supposed to be sleeping.
Okay. Let's go to Venice, Florida. It's nice in Venice. I've been there, and I've been to Venice, Italy, too. No gondolas in Venice, Florida, though. Stuart's here.
No, there aren't. Stuart, hi.
Hi, Stuart. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. So during the fight or flight response, a cascade of different hormones are implicated. Epinephrine, adrenaline, norepinephrine, cortisol, and so on. And different organs are responsible for their production and emission into this response. What produces the cortisol? Is it the adrenal glands, the pineal gland, or the pituitary gland?
It's the adrenal.
Yeah, the adrenal cortex, that part of the adrenal gland. Adrenal glands are very complicated. Man, they're not like the brain, but they're elegant. Congratulations, you won a $25 supplement gift card. It's hot in Venice, isn't it? It's hot down there.
Yeah, well, we get a breeze. It's not as bad as inside, as other places. But yeah, it's we're off to a bad start this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, how are you doing these days? You doing good?
Pretty well. Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'm turning 70 and still no medication, so I got to be happy with that. I go to the doctor and they ask me for my medication. I've been a vegan for 30 years. I think it helps me quite a bit. You
practice veganism. That served you well then, you think, huh?
I think so. You go to the doctor and the nurse says, you forgot to fill out your, list. And I said, no, I didn't forget. I don't take any medications. And they look at you like you're almost from another planet down here in Venice,
Yeah, and then you don't have any of those
on their pills.
Then you don't have any of those boxes checked for all those different conditions, right? And they think,
they think you forgot something.
Yeah, you didn't fill out the form, Stuart. No,
right.
There's nothing for me to put on it. Right. Yeah, well, congratulations. That's a great accomplishment, and I'm glad you're enjoying good health and enjoying your life, Stuart.
Okay, well, thank you. We enjoy listening to the show.
Thanks so much. There you go, Dr. Show. How about that? 70 years old, no medications, no conditions to report, just cruising along.
That's amazing. I would say keep doing what you're doing. Yeah,
do more of what you're doing. Keep doing it. So let's review those products. Tranquil Sleep, L-theanine, a freestanding product. What else do you have?
We talked about magnesium, the Pharma-GABA, and the Serenity formula, and you mentioned Tranquil Sleep. Yeah.
If you're trying the Tranquil Sleep and you're not doing well and you're under a lot of stress, that Serenity formula, I know it sounds like you take it during the day, but it doesn't put you to sleep. But it would help. You might want to.
No. Yeah, and that's the same for the Pharma-GABA and the L-theanine. Like how I kind of explain it to my patients is that it gives you a sense of calm without putting you to sleep. Like they're not sedatives, right? So they just give your body that calm state, but you're still able to function and concentrate, and it just controls that like overexcitability, that kind of runaway brain feeling.
Okay. Go to naturalfactors.com. All those products are listed there, sold in fine health stores throughout North America. So when Gary and I come to Victoria, British Columbia for vacation, where are you going to take us?
Oh, my goodness. There's so many places to see. We have amazing restaurants. Everything's like farm to table, organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised. I mean, we're on an island, so, you've got the Olympic Mountains, you've got the ocean, you can whale watch, there's hiking, there's so much to do here.
Oh, good place to de-stress. Dr. Dr. Show, thank you for coming on today, sharing your insight into how to better manage the stress response, the fight or flight response. It has saved our lives as a species, saved the species, but it can kill you if you don't manage it. You're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. You watched it today because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those who care about and love you.
Everyone's